Well, we do know who don't need no rest. And if you've been watching the intro, they gonna tell you why. Because he fell asleep at the trade deadline when you had a chance to do what?
Get Kyle Lowry out of here.
Then we gonna say he. They call him the Godfather, but some gonna say he might be the Godfather of time. Now the question is it time for the Miami Heat to move on from Pat Riley? Right now, what they lost 8 games. Jimmy
Mhm.
Butler's gone. We've been seeing D Wade, try to fight for both sides of the fence, saying, just Jimmy Butler, and then that's just how Riley get down. You talk about somebody ate LeBron cookies one time. It was just so much stuff that's coming out about Miami at this point. So Dave, sitting at 29-29, no 29-39. I'm sorry, my eyes is bad. 29-39, 10th seed in the East. Is it time for Pat Riley to say see ya?
Yes. Yes. I've been saying this for a while now. It's time for Pat to go. There's no, what is he still doing here? What has he done? It's more of what have you done for me lately? You have not done anything to put us in position to win. And I'm going to say this too. It's not just on Pat Riley. Y'all know I just had a show on Saturday. And I put someone in the Miami Heat organization in the doghouse. You know who that was? Head coach Erik Spoelstra. So he got to get some of this heat too. Pat Riley has not done anything to put us in position to be able to compete. So this team is not tanking, but we're losing. So we're not tanking. So we're not trying to lose. We just keep losing. You know that we are tied for the most double-digit losses. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We are tied for the most losses where we've had double-digit leads in the NBA. And you know who we're tied with? You want to know who we're tied with? The Hornets. The Hornets. Yes. We're tied with the Hornets. We are on an 8-game losing streak. The last time we had an 8-game losing streak was in 2008. And you know what? We were taking that season. We were taking that year because that was Pat Riley's last year as the head coach. Spo was the assistant coach that time. He wasn't even a head coach during that time. And you know what? We just came off a 0-5 homestand. Yeah, 0-5. We lost 5 straight games at home at first, then lost 2 games in a row, then lost another game against the Knicks. We started off on a 12-0 run to start the game. And you know what? You know who had an answer for us? Karl Anthony Towns. He went on a 15-0 run by himself. By himself. In the last 31 games, y'all, you want to know how many losses we have in the last 31 games?
How many?
22. We are 8-22 in the last 31 games, y'all. We have been, the last 3 games, we were held under 100 points in 3 straight games. The last time that happened was in 2018. You know what happened in 2018? We started the season 11-30. This was the season where people started giving Coach Spo his just due because we ended that season on a 30-11 run. We went 41-41 that season, but the last part of the season we went 30-11. That's when people started giving Coach Spo his just due as one of the best coaches in the NBA. But this team right now sucks. I'm sorry. Miami Heat, this is not Miami Heat basketball. This is not Heat culture. I don't know what this is. And I got some questions for some Miami Heat fans. Why do we continue to think that Terry Rozier is going to get back to what he used to be? Tyler Hero has had some bad games of late. I understand that. Bam Adebayo is still doing what he needs to do, of course. But everything else is just not making sense to me. Spo, the lineups you're using don't make sense. Khalil Ware was drafted to put Bam at the 4. This should have happened at the beginning of the season. But instead, you sent him to the G League for 2 games just to bring him back to not play him again. What's the point? And then I found out.
Me, man.
And then I found out it wasn't just Pat Riley that said that Hayward Highsmith was going to start over Jimmy Butler. It was you too. Hayward Highsmith, and then you say that you're going to start Hayward Highsmith. Once Jimmy's gone, Hayward Highsmith ain't getting no minutes. So what was the point? I'm through with Pat. Pat, go to retirement. Go now. We Miami don't need you no more. We need new voice in Miami. And Spo, if you don't get it together, you might need to be gone too.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's on me? All right.
Dave's
So,
hanging up.
do I think y'all need to get rid of him right now? I'm going to say no. I'm a person that always says, if somebody makes a move that's detrimental, like moving Jimmy Butler in the middle of the season, give him a chance to see what they're trying to do. So I would say give him another year. But I'm outside of that, Dave, I'm with you. Yeah, give him another, because like the Mavericks, they got rid of Luka. Did he fire him now? Nah.
I'll give Pat Riley an offseason.
That's what I really. You got to let the offseason a year play out. Now, if y'all look bad next year, mid-season, then yeah, fire him. But that's what I really mean, like another offseason, another, you know what I mean?
I'm giving him an offseason. I don't care about. I'm giving him an offseason. That's it. I'm giving him an offseason. He better do something this offseason.
I do want to say this though. Here are some of the leads they blown. Orlando Magic by 25, Thunder by 21, Knicks by 19. They were up by these are points they were up by. Bulls 17, Bucks 15, Suns 15, Lakers 14, Knicks 13, Clippers 13, Bulls 13, Celtics 11, and the Sacramento Kings 17. And the 21 lead they had on the Thunder late in the third quarter, by the way, Thunder finished that game by winning by 14 points. So that was crazy. Now, Pat Riley, you fell asleep. Pat Riley, right?
Wake up.
You went and got Shaq. You went and got Shaq, and you drafted D-Wade. You won a championship. After that, you attracted LeBron and Chris Bosh. You won 2 championships. But honestly, in my opinion, since then, Miami Heat hasn't been an attractive place. Now, people might say Jimmy Butler. The only reason why Jimmy Butler went there, because he wanted his own team.
And because of Dwayne Wade. That was it. He wanted his own team because of Dwayne Wade
too. But he also he wanted his own squad. He felt like, okay, I want to run my own show. You know what I mean? So he went to Miami. But everybody I named outside of probably Shaq, you ran out the building. You ran out LeBron out the building. Chris Barr had a blood cause, obviously, right? You ran D-Wade out the building. D-Wade had to go to Chicago and get paid. Who the guy who made your name great after you left LA because your name wasn't great in Miami. You couldn't win in Miami until D-Wade got there. D-Wade got you a ring, and you couldn't do your job by just paying this man, giving the money he deserved. He had to go to Chicago for $50 million and then come back. You finally woke up, like they said, and you came back. So that's that. Then Jimmy Butler comes there because of D-Wade, like they said, and because he wanted to have his own team, and you run him out the building. You making these comments in the press conference, all that stuff, knowing that like Jimmy Butler carried that swag Miami needs, and he's literally been carrying Miami these last few years since the bubble. Jimmy Butler has been that guy in the playoffs. That's why people feel like Draymond not crazy because they got Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's a different guy in the playoffs.
Some people, right? So and you run him out. He's like, he seemed like a guy that's stuck in the old school ways. You know what I mean? Like in the old school, you can say things and then people got to deal with it. In this 2025 era, when the players are now bigger than the coaches, back then the players were not bigger than the coaches. Players were bigger than the GMs. Players are almost, I won't say bigger than the owners, but I mean, owners got to say so. But you know what I'm saying, right? He's bigger than Pat Riley right now. So
you gotta cater to your player, especially your star player. He did not do that. So he's attracting nobody to Miami. Nobody wants to be traded there for real, right? And then he's being stingy with his trade assets. I'm not gonna say nobody want to be traded there. People want to go there. They ain't wanting to go there. KD was okay with going there, but you being
Kyrie
stingy.
was okay with going there. There's so many players that was fine with going there. Bradley Beal, we're not gonna name him because we don't want him.
Nobody went home but the Wizards. But you being stingy with your assets. You could have had D-Wade, not D-Wade. You could have had Dame. Dame wanted to come there, but you like holding on to these undrafted undrafted players. Like, come on, bro, get rid of these guys. So I would say get this man one more offseason, like they said. And then when the season starts, they look bad, like around All-Star break. Bro, I guess you can finish the season out, but move on after that. No, if you're gonna move on, you might want to move on before the trade deadline. Because you want the new GM to come in and do what y'all did, Tomo. Clean house. Hey, get everybody out of here. Get these draft picks. So that's what I would say. Got to All-Star break.
I'm with Dave. And I'm only with Dave because I'm a Cowboys fan. So everything you said sound like Jerry Jones. If my eyes was closed and I didn't know what the topic was about, I would think you talking about Jerry Jones. You stuck in your ways. You just gonna say what you want. You say anything about your players because you think they're gonna come back. And it's like, hey, Jimmy Butler said, I got you to the finals with these rosters. Can you at least give me one player?
Twice.
I ain't even asking for a lot. I just need you. I just need at least one more scorer on this team, and then we can make something shake. Just one more. And he still didn't do it. So it's kind of like, you know what? I'm tired of it. You got to get tired. You got to get tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Because that's just what's happening. Pat Riley moved like blackberry molasses. But anyway, outside of D-Wade, because, Joe, you named all that stuff he said about D-Wade. You forgot about that statue, too. Don't forget about the statue now. And don't forget about what he did to UD. He named him after the bench. Like, it's just so much stuff that Pat Riley has just been okaying outside of actually getting players for this team. And that's why I'm with Dave. Nah, he got to go now. I'm sorry. I probably wouldn't even trust him in the offseason because he hasn't done nothing during these last 3 seasons to prove that he's going to have a good offseason, Joe. I'm sorry. Yes, you got rid of Jimmy Butler. Maybe that gives you a little bit more cap space. But what is he actually going to do with the cap space? What is he going to do with it? Because you just said it. No player wants to go there. So who is he actually going to bring in? You know, Kyle Kuzma? Like, it's not going. There's no player that wants to go there. Jimmy Butler was the main piece for people to go there. Just like when D-Wade came back. D-Wade being a good friend to Jimmy, he was like, I'll come there. But go ahead, Dave. What you about to say?
Bam is the reason why some players have been wanting to go there. Not necessarily Jimmy. It's been Bam.
Well,
Dame
Bam,
said it.
get on the phone.
Dame said it himself. The reason why he wanted to come to Miami was because of Bam, not Jimmy.
Man, what's I'm gonna say? Blackberry molasses. Some things that never change, bro.
That's it. Right. So Bam, you might want to get out of there too. Then I'm just saying. But if you a play on this, if you Bam, you would give him the off season. But if you're a fan of this team, nah, I done seen this picture. I done seen this play out too long. I'm sorry. He got to go.
Yeah.
Jack.
And anyone else that's under him that's making basketball decisions, just clear them all out. Clear them all out. So all of them got to go. All of them.
Somebody said Spo need to go back to the film room. That's crazy.
You want everybody to go like the 49ers did?
Yep.
Sorry.
All right. Well, you